Welcome back, everybody. DarkSpyder here. Day 5 on our Deadwood hard mode, rags to riches, however you want to say it. We are back on our 5th day. Let me jump in our Crone mower here. I was able to get us. We're going to fire it up. Actually, really quick, look, I didn't know this, but on Deadwood, you can plant prairie grass. And apparently, prairie grass, as soon as you mow it, it's hay. I found that pretty interesting. I guess it's just unique to this map, or maybe on some other modded maps. I don't know. But it mows it right into hay, and I'm like, that's pretty slick. My only concern is that the edges are grass. We got hay in the middle, grass over here. So when I collect, I'm gonna try not to get that grass because, in my experience, it resets your total amount in your collector and turns it back into grass. And then when you run out of the grass and you keep collecting the hay, it resets it back into hay. So what I could go get a tedder and just try to dry that real quick. But I really didn't want to spend any money. Like, see, here's a little spot of grass. I mean, it's all throughout here, but we're gonna give it a shot. I bought this because it was already low. I mean, this is only like I think it's only like at 23%, so it's not even. It's almost not even worth it. But I thought, what the heck? I wanted the land. So see, look at all that grass right there. And I just worry that's going to reset our hay. Now, if you remember back on the other videos, I already have us a grass dryer put in. So no matter what, the issue is it's not the issue that it resets. It's the issue that when it resets, it sets you back to 0. So that's the issue. If it does it on this map, I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. But I know we're gonna need a ton of hay for our barn, for our cattle, and we need a ton of grass too. So you know. But I will tell you on this map as well, the grass on the outside of your fields is awesome grass to mow. That's how I got all the grass we already have. I mowed all the grass around the fields that I bought us, and it was about 600,000 liters worth of grass just mowing around all those fields that I bought. So. But now we got a little bit more freedom income-wise, so we can continue to do our logging. Probably day 6 we'll have some money, because unfortunately the money that we've made I had to spend on implements like this to mow, and I bought a tractor, of course, and we had to replant fields and so forth. So I mean, I had to spend a little bit to get things moving along, but now we won't have to spend as much as often because some of the fields that I bought, it's going to take 8 months for the wheat to come back. They already had wheat in it. You can see the green over there. That wheat was already planted. It was at 98%, 100% fertilized, so I snagged it up. That way we don't have to do anything to it. We just have to harvest it later, and we don't have to worry about a harvester right now. We can wait until we get some more money in, then we can buy whatever harvester we want. But I'm ready to get back to logging. I really want to get into the mining aspect because this map has all kinds of things. It's got gold factory production. It's got the concrete. I mean, there's a lot of different aspects I'd like to try out on this map. Whereas, all of this is just going to supplement us and help us run our mining and logging operations, because milk, and now we don't even have to do milk. I could just do steaks. We could just sell beef cattle, which may not be a bad option on this map. Really, probably be better instead of having to worry about getting tankers and all that other stuff. So because milk is pretty decent money. So and as you see, contract on field 13 is 51%. I did hire an AI to finish that for us. But I mean, the plowing ones are usually about. I did one for 21,000 just a minute ago, and the one I'm on now is 13,000. And then I'm not going to do that harvesting one for sugar beets because it takes like 16 hours. I tried to do one because it was like $23,000, and no, so I just canceled that contract. I don't want the money that bad. I'm not going to use that T440 harvester set at 3 miles per hour because the field is giant, and I'm just not. 16 hours in, you're still not done. So, but anyway, so here we are. Like I said, we're going to need a ton of hay, so this is not a bad deal here. I don't know that I'll replant any. I've already got our grass dryer down, but I mean, I could always sell the grass dryer. And then we just have the hay, I guess, you know. If you can plant this, although I would suspect that the grass dryer is going to give us hay much quicker than this. I don't know how many months it takes for the prairie grass to grow. This is already here, so if it's 2 months like grass, then yeah, it might be worth it. I can do a small field of this and see, because apparently there's two types. There's short and there's tall. I would assume that the tall is going to net you more hay than the other one. But this is going to be quite a bit of hay to pick up, even at, what I say, 23%. So this will be quite a bit of hay. So I can't imagine what's going to give you at 100%. So we may do a small field and see how it looks. Like if it's 2 months, then yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't do it. So, but I do own a plow now and a tractor for the plow, so I don't have to rent their equipment anymore and lose that money. Although now we have to worry about our fuel cost. So, because on hard mode it's set to high. So like this tractor's already halfway, and I've only used it on one other field besides this one. So we're gonna have to get some fuel. So I want to try to get this done really quick here. And now I could put the collector on the back of this because this does have a hitch, but with that Lizard forage wagon with the windrower up front, it really makes this thing difficult to turn. But you could put a windrower on the back, you know, and have it all put in piles, and then just use your regular forage harvester. So you know, there is always that. Kind of work a little bit more efficient there, but I'm not too concerned about it. And I did buy a stone picker because I left the field stones on, so I did end up having to buy one of those because the stones in these fields are unbelievable. I mean, I was like, good Lord. I mean, look at that. And I did this one, and I did that one, and apparently that one. I didn't do these, apparently. But yeah, they're pretty bad. So, but that's okay because I can. If it turns out that we're going to need more, you know, like fertilizers and things like that, I can put that factory in, and the stones will go right into the factory and start making us some lime, and the silage and everything like that can go in there for herbicides and things like that if we need it. That way we don't have to keep purchasing it. The stones are usually the issue because it does use a lot of stones, and that factory takes a ton of water too, and I can't find a hack for it except for the universal crusher, which you can't use on this map. It won't load with the universal crusher. If you put the universal crusher in front of a water pump, it accepts that water, and weirdly, if it's next to the lime factory picks up the stone crusher's inventory. I don't get it, but whatever. So, I'm not sure why it works that way, but it did. On my own map, I have a universal crusher sitting right next to the water pump and my lime fertilizer herbicide factory, and weirdly, it picks up the universal crusher's inventory of stones and water, but it won't pick up the fertilizer factory won't pick up water from the water pump or even the silo it's sitting next to. So I don't know why it does. I don't know why it picks it up from that crusher, but whatever. We'll take it. You just can't use it on this map because it will not load. Almost got this one done. Because I'm ready to get back to some logging. I feel like I've been concentrating a lot on these fields, and I haven't been able to do a lot of logging, but I really needed to make us some income so we could move forward on this map. I feel like the logging is going to have to be secondary so we can actually get things moving, which it basically is. And once we get things moving down here to where we can actually have some spare time, then I can concentrate on the logging and the mining aspect. But so we did the logging first to try to get us going, and then once we had the logging to get us going, now we're going to have to put it on the back burner until we can get this done. So that field's done. I think I'm going to have to go. My only tractor though is using the plow, so we'll leave this for a second. But there we are, guys. This is day 5. Moving right along. I didn't want to make this extremely long. I know the day 4. Oh, we missed some. I know day 4 was like 30 minutes. I kind of lost track of time there. Easy to do for me. But we are moving right along. I will say, it is definitely harder when you have it in hard mode, obviously, but I'm just saying that it's a lot more of a challenge. And I definitely like a better challenge. So I may actually be starting all my maps from now on hard mode just because I think it's more of a challenge. Especially ones I don't know, because it's just going to be a bigger challenge. There we go. Looks like there's a little grass in there. I can't tell if that's just the way the plot of land. I think that's just the actual field is green. But there we go. Now we got it. Like, I don't even have a barn to put our stuff in yet. I don't have a pressure washer or nothing. I don't know that I'm going to replant this field. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking about putting our setup back here, off of that, over there. I don't know. When I say the setup, I'm talking about like our barn and things of that nature. It is a good sized field, but I just don't know what I want to do yet. I hate to lose a nice field like this, but let's go see if we're done plowing that field yet. No, he's just stuck in a tree. Look at him. Good Lord. I like the end of the map on this one. That looks pretty cool over there. Huh. Yeah. So this is almost done. And hiring the AI doesn't cost anything just to plow a field. It really doesn't. It's almost done, 82%. So we'll let that ride for a second, and then we'll call it. And then I'll have day 6 out tomorrow. I think I'm still going to do some work in the background like I have been doing. I was able to put in a couple more greenhouses. And that's why we're at, 343,000, because you make a ton of money from those greenhouses. I say a ton, it's not a huge amount, but it's enough to supplement for sure. It really does help out to where you're not having to struggle. We really don't need anything right now. We don't need a harvester right now, so I'm not worried about that. I'm only one player on this map, so I don't need multiple tree harvesters or anything like that. So we're in good shape. We're making money. I paid back the loan, by the way, so the loan is gone. Let's see. So here we go. See, we've spent a lot of money. We earned $700,000 in September. I burnt through $388,000 there. But But if you look, sold products, so we started at 0. September it was 602,000, 1.5 in October. We're at 927,000 for this month. So we're moving. It looks like wage payments of $2,288. So we're doing pretty good. So we're gonna let it ride like that. Keep going here. Let's see what that contract should be about done. 94%. What's weird is it'll tell you it's done and you're not really done. Does anybody else just finish it? I finish it. Even if it says it's done right here, I generally go ahead and just finish it because it just bugs me. I'll say it looks like a big bump there. That's not going to work for me. Come on. I can't fix the field, so we may just have to leave that. There we go. And all the fields when you plow on this map look like this. So like I said before, I think that's pretty realistic, so I'm not too concerned about it. We're probably done with this field by now. Nope, active 97%. Just like if you guys know you do contracts, I did a potato contract for I think it was 24,000. And I rented all their tools, so it ended up being closer to like 20,000 and like 600. But the caveat to that is that like most contracts, when there's a harvest, we made about another $8,000 on the excess potatoes when we sold them in the contract. So it says like your contract's complete, and then we made another $8,700 on the excess potatoes. So it ends up being almost $30,000 anyways. So that is a positive thing about contracts. I did that on Elm Creek when I first started playing. I think it was field 70. I think that's a really big grass field on Elm Creek. I mean, there was a ton of bales. I had to turn it all. I had to wrap them for silage. I think the excess, I sold another 60 bales off of that field after the contract was completed. I mean, I probably made close to $100,000 on that deal. So there it is. Let's see if she's done. It is completed, so there's 13. That's all the contracts right now. And there you have it, guys. Day 5, we're moving right along. Honestly, I still haven't decided where I'm going to put that large cow barn. I just don't know. I really hate to lose a field of this size right here, but I don't know where to put it yet. I like that area up there beside the waterfall, but I don't know. We may have to go up there and clear out some trees. So I don't know yet. I just haven't figured it out yet. Now I'm going to go see if that prairie grass, does it need to be rolled like regular grass? I don't know. I may just plow it and start over no matter what for now. I'm not going to do anything. Oh, I forgot we got to collect. Duh. But I am curious. So does it need to be rolled, plowed? Is it like grass? I'm going to turn this one around. Everything else is the other way, but I'm going to turn it around this way. All right. Because there are a couple of things that I want to get for the logging. I want to get that devourer for wood chips, and I also want to get a tree be gone. All right, that one's got our stone. This is our grass and straw and hay collector. Let's go see what's up. And then I'll get you guys out of here. Yeah, right here. I think I'm just going to try to avoid that grass. All right, guys. I'm going to try to get this hay picked up. Again, guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button to know when I got new content coming out. I'm putting out content almost every day. I do have my live streams that I'm doing. I'm doing one today. I think I'm going to live stream this map on the background things that I'm doing in between the daily videos. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Keep up the farming and have a great day, guys.